everyone, welcome to this video for D100 Dungeon. This is a video about the Dragon's Return number book 5 in the range of D100 Dungeon print on demand books. Okay, so for this video we're going to take a look at the softback edition, and on the back of the book goes through a little bit of detail about what this book's all about. So it says the Dragon's Return is a campaign set in the continent of West Point. It is the second campaign book released for D100 Dungeon and follows on from The Goblin and the Goblet found in the Adventurer's Companion book. It's made up of 20 separate quests that are played in order to reveal campaign story. Also included is martial artistry, which combines new advanced weaponry and unarmed combat, and a new encounter table with 36 new monsters and a monster ability. Okay, you're going to need the main D100 rulebook to enjoy this book. It's you'll need book 1. This is book 5. Okay, and what we do is we do a thumb through of the book, so you can get and what we do is as we get to various elements we'll talk about them. Okay, so that's the contents page. There's a bit of detail here about how you play the quests. Unlike the Goblin and the Goblet adventure, where you could play before your next quest phase after every campaign quest, in this one there's a symbol that's included that will tell you when you can actually perform the before your next quest phase, so you won't be able to make that phase every single time you complete a quest. So it makes the game a little bit more realistic, but a little bit more harder as well. Okay, and also there's 25 side quests that are available that, unlike the Goblin and the Goblet campaign book 2, you can actually play them while you're actually performing the quests, the campaign quests, and we'll have a look at that in a minute. There's some new monsters as well that are added, and a bit of information about how you go about using the mapping game with the encounter tables that are found within the book. Okay, so straight on to the actual campaign element of this book is description about the continent of West Point. There's a map, information about dark elves, beastmen and orcs and humans, and then we get on to the story of what the campaign's all about. And there's options there as well. You can continue this straight on from playing the Goblet and the Goblin campaign as well. There's different paragraphs to read there depending on how you've played that out. Okay, quest 1, special encounter table, and there's 20 of these quests in total. So while you're playing these quests, at the top here it says which available side quests are available, so they're optional as well. You don't have to play them, but it makes sense at the time that you reach these points that you do have a go at them. Okay, a bit of history there, some more encounter tables, and while you're playing the quest there's one of those where it tells you that you can actually perform a before your next quest phase there, so you look out for those symbols while you're playing. Okay, and then when you get to the end of the quest, we're on quest 10 at the moment. It's a special encounter table there for some fish people. I won't disclose too much in case it spoils the campaign for you, but there's all the information there. Okay, we'll move on swiftly to campaign quest 20. Okay, there's the campaign quest 20 wrapped up there on page 73. Okay, so when you've done that, these are the side quests that you'll come across, and references to the letters A, B, C, D. They're on the there's a map at the back here, so you can track all these quests that you've completed in the order that you've completed them. So you begin here, the campaign quest. So as you can see, you progress through the campaign following the yellow arrows and the yellow line, and it's showing you all the different side quests that are available to you as you go along. This is available on the MK Games website for download as well, so you can download that. And near the end of the book is a special, these are all the side quests that you can go off on. Okay, and then here's that encounter table. So this encounter table incorporates the original D100 Dungeon encounter table, table E, also the one from the Goblin and from the Adventurer's Companion book, and also some new ones that have been added in this campaign as well. So when you roll on encounter table E, what you do is you roll the D100 and a D6, and then you reference whichever results you get. So let's say you got, say, 27 on your D100 and a 6, you would encounter Apelings, and there's a card reference there for the mapping game, and then the usual statistics that you would normally find. And there's different ways you can handle this as well. So you've got some options at the top here to tell you how to make the roll and manipulate the roll depending on which monsters you actually want to face and encounter. So that's the encounter table B. New section here of all the monster abilities from the original book and the new one that's been added. Okay, so one of the extra rules that's added into book 5 is martial artistry. So what you do is you have a completely new characteristic called martial artistry, MA, and it's a combination of your adjusted strength, dex and intelligence divided by 3 rounded down. You begin at grading 0, and then you're able to grade through the different levels to achieve a grading of 10. And as you gain more levels, you get to do more damage in the combat if you're using martial artistry when you attack in combat. So there's unlocking abilities. With martial artistry, there's also things like attacking with advanced weapons and using martial artistry unarmed. Also grading, how grading works, how you gain grades in the martial artistry. Okay, so essentially what you do is, if you're attacking with your martial artistry, what you do is if you're using an armed weapon, you choose a strike or a move from this table here. Let's say you've done a power strike, you apply a modifier to your martial artistry, make the roll. If you're successful and you hit the monster, then you've got a bonus here to the attack as well. So in this case, for a power strike, you roll 1d10 for your damage die. If mighty blow is unlocked, you get to re-roll on results of 10. So that's quite good. Also, you can attack unarmed, so if you find yourself without a weapon, you can also attack unarmed, and there's different moves that you can do on here, like a cobra punch, sweeping kick, and they've all got bonuses that will apply to that attack as well, should it be successful. And then the last part of the martial artistry is there is an advanced weapon. So you get to roll on these under special circumstances, and you've got things like you can end up rolling a finer weapon or a legendary weapon. You would roll again on this table, but you'd add 4 to the result for those first 4 results. So you could end up with a finer weapon of a Bokken, for instance, and it's got results there of what you add. But essentially you would deal with these weapons, you would get these weapons. You could also end up rolling an inferior weapon as well, but and And then any of these weapons that show these symbols means that you can apply poison to them and give yourself more damage that you can do as well. So this is quite a good sort of setup for hand-to-hand combat and ranged combat. There's some ranged weapons on here as well. So you've got the shuriken, for instance. Okay, so I think that kind of wraps up this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And in the next one we're going to be looking at the World Builder, Book 6. So I hope you stay tuned for that. And until next time, take care.